and welcome to this video. In case you didn't catch the last one in this series, I have created my Sims 3 Sim 0 challenge from my 100 baby challenge, and now I'm going to try and recreate her house. This one is going to be a little bit more difficult, I think. I'm pretty sure I didn't build the house last time, I just put furniture in it. So let's see how we do. First we'll actually come onto the lot. The door is in front of you. There is a driveway, I suppose. There is space for a car. Obviously we can't do that. Let's try the best we can here. Trying to work it out with the grid a bit. So when you come in the door, I'll probably have to move this around the lot a lot, but 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the door is 3 spaces wide, so there's the door. I've definitely put this in the wrong place on the lot, but let's see. Let's put the door in, or a door in, just a placeholder, so I know where we're at. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Let's speed ahead, shall we? Okay, so that's not in the wrong place on the lot. That's probably about perfect. A little bit further than that. Okay, it's pretty cool. There is also a wall there randomly. Then we bring this up a bit because there is a porch. Porch goes about there. It's probably quite a bit taller than that. There are about 4 steps up to it, and it's probably too wide. And then fences, there's a little brick wall. I'm worried I'm going to run out of money for this. I might have to give her more money if so. That is not fence. That or this. This one. It goes about there, and then there's also a little bit like that, which I guess is meant to hold flowers or something, but it doesn't. Okay, so that's the basics done. There's also a door there. Let's do windows next. So they had these really big windows on this wall, or this whole section pretty much. I don't think I'm going to be able to find any that are close enough for my liking. I spoke too soon. I spoke way too soon. I don't think I'm going to get better than this. This looks so good. Yes. Yes. Amazing. Let's do the outside wallpaper as well. Oh gosh, I haven't looked at what the roof was on Sims 3. That might be a difficult one. Clearly siding, and it's like a brown siding. And the foundation seems pretty basic. Sort of like that, but it doesn't have the lip, so I want to get rid of the lip. So I suppose this is going to be the best. Maybe not that colour. This colour is probably further away from what it is than the previous one, but because of the way The Sims 4 works, this makes more sense. Oh gosh, it's a very different colour in the afternoon. I didn't finish doing the windows, I just did the more important ones. So let's do some other windows. This might work. It's not perfect. A bit of window shopping, anyone? I think that one I've put out was going to be the best one that I'm going to get. So first of all, let's change the colour. How is that not brown? Oh. Is it really only going to change one colour of it? One side? In that case, that one's better. They're about the same, but that fact of it makes that one better. And there's one window here. That might be it. I think this is probably the best I'm gonna get. Oh, no. That's the best I'm gonna get. Okay. Try and see where other windows are, because there are lots of these windows. So one is there? Yes. Is that one not in line with it? Yes, it is. Okay, I just put it in the wrong place. That's fine. There's one in the middle of here, and there's one in the middle of here. Okay, that's all the windows. So let's do the lighting next, because it's still pretty dark. So I don't know where the lights are in there and there, so I'm just going to put them down. And the other ones have hanging lights. Okay, one's in the middle of the bathroom, so let's do that quickly. And the other one is just in front of the oven, which is 1, 2, 3, so about there. Let's do flooring next. I think this is about right. So we have that there, and indeed in all of this, but I can't move it round, so I have to do it bit by bit. Oh wait, there's actually, the tones might be slightly wrong. The inside on The Sims 3 looks darker, but I don't think it actually is. I think it's just the trick of the light. But actually I've just thought, I think this one might be closer. Oops. So let's put this everywhere but the kitchen. Nope, everywhere but the bathroom. Not that I expected it to be in the bathroom, but I'm doing this the most awkward way possible. I promise it's not on purpose. Bathroom towels look a little basic, sort of like this, I guess, but a yellowy colour. Okay, that's the closest to a yellowy colour I'm gonna get, I think. Unless there's a yellowy colour in here. This is about right. So yellowy is a little bit beige yellow. And now wallpaper. I'm pretty sure the bathroom has some sort of tiling, but I can't really see it properly. It does have a, I can never remember what they're called, but a little thing at the top. So this is probably going to be closest that I can get. Probably that. And then let's do the, okay, the living room and the bedroom have the same wallpaper. I think this is going to be the closest I'm going to get, so let's put that there. And then I'll change this bit because the kitchen was different. Kitchen, oddly, is a sort of tile that basically matches there. I think this might match best, which is kind of weird. It's either that or this. Put this in. I'm not entirely sure how far around the tiles actually go, but I'm going to assume it goes like that, because why wouldn't it? There we go. I don't like that window, but it is the closest. So the build is done, other than the roof. I'm going to have to try and find the roof in a picture. So let's do the bathroom next, because that should be relatively easy, she says, hopefully. Obviously a basic loo and a basic sink. Just realised there's not a mirror in here. And a basic shower. By basic I mean the cheapest, because that's what it is. The bedroom is pretty simple, so let's do that next. I'm pretty sure I know which one it is on here. It is that, right? I mean, it's got a bit more design on it than it did in Sims 3. So that or that. It's hard to tell because of the lighting. I think it might be closer to that. No, I think it's probably close to that. And then there was a little desk over here, which is because she was earning money by hacking originally, which isn't what this one will do if I ever play with her. It's darker than the windows, so that's it. And matching dining room chair, basically. And the cheapest computer. In black. She started off without sofa or anything. Gosh, I did that to her. So So then we move on to the kitchen, which is blue with white on the top, if I can. It was more of an orangey, more of a yellowy thing on the top. That's better. Okay. And there are 3 of these, 1, 2, 3, and a cheap oven. I don't think there was a fire alarm to begin with, so I won't put a fire alarm. And then cheap fridge. Such a weird kitchen layout, but that's what it was. I'm not sure why. To be fair, on Sims 3, I think even when you bought it unfurnished, sometimes the kitchen would still be there. Give myself benefit of the doubt. Okay, let's do the roof first and then I'll do the finishing touches. I've looked. The bathroom and the kitchen remain furnished when you buy them unfurnished. So that's why the kitchen is a bit weird. The roof is a hipped roof. I haven't managed to get many screenshots of it. So I think that's it. We didn't have roof trim on Sims 3, so I'll just try and make it match. And roof pattern was basically just a grey slab because that's how Sims 3 was, but I'm going to make it a sort of different grey. In fact, I might just leave it like that. That grey. You never really see a roof anyway. Wish you could have no roof trim. But there we go. Oh, I never changed the doors. That was a relatively close one. I think this is quite close actually. Just immediately, just seen it. That is pretty close. Let's see if there's a closer one. I mean, arguably this one's closer, but arguably it's not. Actually, that's closer. It goes all the way up. Has some windows either side, which it's not a double door and has windows either side, but I think the size makes up for it. Size sometimes matters. This might show how different the amount of money you get on Sims 4 versus Sims 3 is, because she was left with 424 on Sims 3 and she has 6,000 here. I haven't yet done the path, but that's it. I also haven't sorted that out, so it's underneath the thing. Which needs to be done on all of them. There we go. It looks so spacious in comparison as well. I mean, the other one looked spacious too, but this one looks so much more spacious. Let's do the path now. Sort of like this, but not quite. More like that probably. Okay, and then just pure slab. Hard to tell, but I think it goes to about here. Should I put debug on and get them a car? I think I will have to move everything over because it's too little. Oh no. Obviously the mailbox has disappeared now though. Oh no, it's here. That's fine. And another bit of concrete, and that looks a bit better. Nice, okay. From what I recall, there's enough space out the back for everything that's out the back in Sims 3, so I guess this will work. I, again, haven't done the doors. I've managed to get a screenshot of the doors so I know what they look like. Internal doors, which is quite a difficult thing to do considering I play with the walls down at all times. This seems the closest, unless that. There, okay. Yes. Was the shower really facing that way? Let me check. I don't know, but I'm going to do it like that because really the wall bit should be against the wall That was probably my fault. Yes, it was this way around. Okay. Trying to find a car as close to the vehicle I know they have loads of, which is the Motivator Mobile, something like that. Oh, you can't change the colour of them. The car is/was blue, so black is a lot closer than yellow. Technically, by the end of it, they had a couple, but let's just put one on there for now, at least. And then the post box or mailbox was there. And finally, there needs to be a bin. And then I'm done with about 10 times the amount of money remaining. And that's the bin. Sort of around there. And there it is complete, I believe. I believe that's the closest I can get to it. Obviously, by the point that I'm at in the playthrough, there is a lot more going on. It's been expanded out. There was like 3 bathrooms here and another bedroom here. That's the point. I said this is enough space for all the stuff I remember them having at the end, but it's not, because there was also increased building. But never mind. This is about the right distance from this side, so. One thing I haven't done is I haven't done the textures, terrain tools. If I ever play this house, which would basically just be if I do the 100 baby challenge on Sims 4, I will probably make all of this brown and put something in it. Otherwise it's just this weird thing. That's a point. I bet if I bought it furnished there would have been something in there. And yet they kept the kitchen and the bathroom. There we go, it is completed, terrain painted and all, which I do not promise to be good at. There, that is where she lives. I just thought of something. It's not important, but the windows that I decided not to use because they're white one side, brown on the other, that's what they are in the Sims 3 one. But because the other ones have to be brown both sides, that probably works better anyway. Sort of. I don't know. Anyway, ta-da! Hi future who popping in, because while editing I realised I made a few mistakes. Like the fridge was facing the wrong way. I was missing the fire alarm, sink, and food processor, though we don't have them here, so I've replaced it with a coffee machine, as well as the second light in this room. That's all, so now it's done. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Bye.